Hi, and welcome to International Dance Week online live stream on location from the Free Flow Dance Center, Dance Theater in Treaty 6 Territory, Saskatchewan. My name is Terrell McGuire. I am the guest artist with Free Flow, and that allows me to have hosting duties for this wonderful array coming up of diverse intercultural collaborations. This is night 3. There's a full week, and we're really looking forward to seeing Mateo and Emma this evening. In the meantime, we'd like to acknowledge that Treaty 6 territory is the home of many First Nations, including the Cree, Dene, Saulteaux, Dakota, and Nakota, as well as Métis. In the spirit of reconciliation and respect, we'd like to honor those who have been here from time immemorial and continue to have a significant presence now and into the future. And on that note, let's begin the show.
How can the sun shine on bright snow and pine? True light from true light, my darling. When children are hungry and homeless and crying, and sorrow sweeps like a wind through my soul. And how can the earth still bloom and give birth? True light from true light, my darling. When children grow old with no sense of self-worth, and sorrow sweeps like a wind through my soul. And how can the sun still flow sweet and strong? True light from true light, my darling. When the air in my lungs knows the world has gone wrong, and sorrow sweeps like a wind through my soul. And how can your face still bring my soul peace? True light from true light, my darling. When power is twisted and wars will not cease, and sorrow
The ritual doesn't start until we make it conscious and let it be, until we allow it to transform us, until we welcome the fear and the excitement, and we let it take us into the unknown, where the gaze doesn't matter, and it affects us deeply. Regálame tu mirada. The ritual doesn't start until we make it conscious and let it be, until we allow it to transform us, until we welcome the fear and the excitement, and we can take us into the unknown, where the gaze doesn't matter, and it affects us deeply. Regálame tu mirada. The ritual doesn't start until we make it conscious and let it be, until we allow it to transform us, until we welcome the fear and the excitement, and we let it take us into the unknown, where the gaze doesn't matter, and it affects us deeply. Regálame tu mirada. The ritual doesn't start until we make it conscious and let it be, until we allow it to transform us, until we welcome the fear and the excitement, and we let it take us into the unknown, where the gaze doesn't matter, and it affects us deeply. Regálame tu mirada. The ritual doesn't start until we make it conscious and let it be, until we allow it to transform us, until we welcome the fear and the excitement, and we let it take us into the unknown, where the gaze doesn't matter, and it affects us deeply. Regálame tu mirada. The ritual doesn't start until we make it conscious and let it be, until we allow it to transform us, until we welcome the fear and the excitement, and we let it take us into the unknown, where the gaze doesn't matter, and it affects us deeply. Regálame tu mirada. The ritual doesn't start until we make it conscious and let it be, until we allow it to transform.
Thank you, Emma and Mateo. We have a few minutes to be able to talk with you about your piece now. Hi. That was
Carol,
lovely.
how are you?
Good. So nice to see you guys working together. That was lovely. You had a very ceremonial, ritualistic aspect, which I assume was intentional. And I wonder if, oftentimes ritual and ceremony, they have a kind of purpose behind them. Sometimes the purpose is just to be in ceremony. But I wondered with the two of you if there was anything underneath or lurking within that you felt was worth mentioning.
Like for me, it was a space for connection and a space for allowing to meeting the other in a very vulnerable and open way, and also very sacred. So it was very much about the relationship and what was happening within our ritual.
Yeah, we talked a lot about what makes ritual different from everyday things, which is sometimes not so much, But for me, the collection of things over there are all significant and important as we use them in the piece and as they exist in our lives. So those physical things are behind that in the sort of altar here. And the meaning of the song by Susan Reed is also behind that ritual, a sorrow, and then eventually in the last verse, a hope.
Yeah, you did. It was we saw that you had ritual objects, and I certainly recognized, as I'm sure everyone did, the music box. But I wondered what some of the smaller objects were, Emma, and what kind of significance you attached to them, because I don't think the audience can really see. We can see candles and we can see your lovely set environment that you've built, but maybe you could share what a few of those are.
Sure. This is the candle that we lit at the beginning, and my mom gave it to me. And this is the egg shaker that we used in the piece. So we've also got claves that we used, and rocks.
I have a bunch of rocks. I brought them from Colombia. I found them in a river back home in my last trip to Colombia last January. And yeah, they have like meanings of roots or a home. I was also with my mom and with my sister in that trip, so I have a very kind of fond memories. But there's also something about this one specifically. So in rehearsal, this one broke in half, but it broke in such a beautiful way that even like it might not be seen by the audience, but for me, it has like that significance of like, I don't know, the space and the beauty that happens even in the fall or in the unexpected, and actively welcoming those things rather than discarding it, but make it part of what life is. So yeah, this one has a special meaning, and it broke in the process, which is yeah.
Yeah, rocks can really have a lot of sensation or sensibility in them. We think of them sometimes as just inanimate objects, but they have energy too. Yeah. And Emma, is the music box something you've had for a long time?
Yeah, the music box comes from my grandma. And I brought it to our first rehearsal on a whim. No, we rehearsed on Zoom because, you know, the pandemic makes things funky and sometimes you rehearse on Zoom.
Yes, indeed.
And I played the sound for Mateo and he was like, that's amazing. We should definitely use that in the piece. And then it was broken a little bit here. So I took it to my grandpa and he fixed it. And there was a whole story where my grandma didn't remember exactly how she had gotten it. And she said, oh, maybe Bill will remember. And then about 20 minutes later, she said, you know, I think it was from my dad. And this is Sanko or something. I can't remember what the brand is here, but it's very old. From my grandma, gifted to her by her father.
Japanese?
So that's, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's a family heirloom.
Exactly.
Literally. Well, I also wanted to comment on how lovely it was to see you both creating your own music or using music that was created by someone else, but also collaborating with that other musician that wasn't present. That was really nice to see that, and the movement, and just the whole kind of oceanic quality was quite mesmerizing. That was really lovely. And I just had one other question, because we probably don't have a lot of time here, and that was, what brought you to do this particular piece at this particular time? Mateo touched on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think our
illuminate.
friendship and the way that it evolved is why we wanted to do this piece. We became friends in the aftermath of heartbreak over the phone while I was in Saskatoon. And so it's kind of an unusual way to make a friend, but it's working out so far.
Yeah.
It's an important friend to have under such circumstances.
Exactly, Terrell.
Yeah. Emma became a support system and someone I could vent to, and she was very receptive to my venting when I needed. And from that kind of like friendship, this opportunity appeared to collaborate on something, and we discovered that also like some of our movements, language or past. She trained in Cuba, so she knows a little bit of like like Afro-Cuban, Latin American sensitivity, and I've been working with that sensitivity for a while in my own dance. So I said, like, maybe we can use this, and she said, maybe we can make music. Oh, I have a looper, and like very organically, kind of became this something that was very, very important from the beginning. Is that intention of ritual and awareness, that making everything that we do, like allowing it to change us and move us and shift us um, consciously and actively. So that was something that was like very present from the beginning. Yeah.
And maybe in the process heal you just a bit and help heal audience, people who would be watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very healing for sure.
Very important at this time, any time in life. Is there anything else that either of you would like to add, to say about the piece before we send you off?
One thing that it became very important for us is the immediacy and improvisation. So most of the movement and the live music kind of, I mean, we have scores and we have things that we were organizing it, but there was space for play and there was space for that immediacy, which is kind of part of the whole title, holding on to what's present, um, and and is that welcoming of what's here right now. Yeah, that is.
A very
Yeah,
organic,
kind of welcoming
a very organic process, I would assume.
Yes.
Sorry, Emma, I interrupted you.
I was just going to reiterate what Mateo said. An organic process that, by the nature of its improvisational being, let things happen and let new discoveries be made.
Yeah, so things you kind of you didn't get in the way of the creative process. You let it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was very clear. Wow, well, thank you so much. Thanks to you. We also
Carol.
we want to thank the Saskatchewan Arts Board, SAS Culture, Free Flow Dance, but especially I'd like to thank Jackie La Tendresse, who curated this series and who brought you two here to our
Yes.
live stream. And
Yes.
thank you very much. And à la prochaine.
100%. Thank you.
Thank you.